girl from Jamaica saying I'd won $12 million. I need to send them some money.
And he fell for it like hundreds of thousands of other people before him. It happens all across the country every day. In fact, last year, 500,000 Americans and Canadians lost nearly $120 million to scammers.
And according to the Better Business Bureau, that number could be much higher due to underreporting. News 8's Elizabeth Choi joining us now. And Elizabeth, the BBB trying to put a dent in these stats.
They really are, Phil. They actually completed this study, the BBB, that is, a 16-page study. The results are in. The big message that they want to get out to potential victims is those who feel like they're winners are actually big losers to the tune of millions of dollars. It's a hard lesson that one local man had to learn. Letters that look official, containing urgent messages with guaranteed cash prizes. In this case, more than $2.5 million. 91-year-old Vernon Smalling felt he'd struck it rich.
That sounds good. Big amount of money. I could share that with relatives and charities. So I thought I'll go for it.
Of course, that came with a qualifier: send money. You've likely seen something similar before, but Vernon had not. He wired anywhere between $15,000 to $20,000 altogether to claim his prize.
So they're going to wire it some more, so they would bring me the big prize. And they knew what was going on, so they stopped it.
Vernon had been scammed, and he's not alone, which is why the BBB released a nationwide study called Sweepstakes Lottery and Prize Scams, a Better Business Bureau study of how winners lose millions through an evolving fraud.
It is calling attention to the widespread scams that are happening with sweepstakes and lotteries. People are losing millions of dollars in this, and this is particularly important to elderly because that's who's being targeted.
The scams come in the form of a mail offer like Vernon's, a phone call, or an email. One thing they all have in common: prize winners must always send money to collect their winnings.
And if they get you to pay a fee, then they'll kind of string you along and say, well, gee, now there's this additional fee, and they'll keep stringing you along until you stop sending money.
Something Vernon learned thousands of dollars later.
I lost some of it, but I got some information that I wanted to get to. I learned something, and now I want to stop it.
Vernon did tell me that he was able to help authorities track down at least one of the suspects in his case, he believes. But police tell me that that is rare. The Better Business Bureau saying, according to this study, most of those scammers are coming from Jamaica. The fact that they're coming from foreign countries with different banking laws and also lack of cooperation from foreign governments makes it very difficult to prosecute. So keep that in mind if you have a family, loved one, or if this is something that you have been scammed by. Keep in mind that it's tough to prosecute. Live downtown, Elizabeth Choi, Wish TV, News 8.
All right, Elizabeth, thank you very much, Attorney General.